Good morning, students. Yesterday we have discussed Mendel's experiment. There are few important terms that needs to be known before moving further. Chromosome, we all know it is thread-like structure in the nucleus of a cell formed of DNA which carries the genes. I have given you a picture representing chromosomes which contains DNA, and DNA in turns contain embedded genes. Now what is gene? It is unit of DNA on chromosome, and it governs the synthesis of one protein which controls a specific characteristic of an organism. Means any characteristic, any specific characteristic in an organism is controlled by one gene. There is a theory you will read in higher classes, one gene, one characteristic theory. It means one characteristic is controlled by only one gene or only one specific gene. So genes are actually units of heredity which transfer characteristic from parents to offspring during reproduction. Dominant gene, as the name is suggesting, that the gene which is able to express itself, or gene which decides the appearance of an organism. For example, we have read yesterday that if we are having two characteristics of capital T and small t, the gene which is able to express itself. Now if capital T is able to express itself, then it is known as dominant gene, and if small t is not able to express itself, it is known as recessive gene, right? Next, come to genotype. Genotype is the description of genes present in an organism. These two terms are important, genotype and phenotype. Anything which is related to genes, or anything which describes the pattern of genes, or anything in which genes are representing any particular characteristic, or it is describing any characteristic, it is termed as genotype. Phenotype is related to physical appearance. It is the characteristic which is visible in an organism. For example, if somebody have long nose or short ears, these are physical appearances. These are also controlled by specific genes, and these are covering the physical appearance or outer appearance which are visible to us. So we can say that phenotype is visible to us and it is related to the physical properties that are controlled by genes, whereas genotype is something which is not visible to us and they control or describes genes present in an organism, as we are not able to see the genes with a naked eye. So these are something which are not visible to us. Next is the first filial generation or F1 generation. Yesterday we have studied that we have crossed between two pea plants, pure tall and pure dwarf. Dwarf means chota ya bona, right? So in the cross between pure tall and pure dwarf, we got TT, that is capital T small t. So when two parents cross to produce offspring, the first generation is known as F1 generation. And now the plants that we got in first generation, if we are self crossing these plants, or if we are carrying out a cross between the first generation, we produce second generation of offspring. Now the second generation is known as second filial generation or F2 generation. Allele is also a term which comes many a times. You can see an allele is two or more forms of the DNA sequence of a particular gene, right? Allele is known as heterozygous, or it may be known as homozygous. If two alleles for a trait are different, for suppose I am writing capital T small t, it means in these two alleles for a trait are different. It is representing that capital T small t में dominant भले capital T है, but there are two alleles present, so हम इसको बोलेंगे heterozygous. In homozygous दो कैपिटल टी, इसका एग्जाम्पल ये भी हो सकता है दो स्मॉल टी, in which both the alleles for a trait are same, right? So we can say that when parents that are present initially, these are homozygous because they have similar alleles, and when they produce first generation, that is capital T small t, they produce heterozygous, right? And when we talk about the F2 generation, in that we get capital T, capital T, capital T small t, capital T small t, and small t small t. It means it is having one homozygous of capital T, one homozygous of small t, and two heterozygous, right? Next is that Gregor John Mendel. Mendel blended his knowledge of science and mathematics and was the first one to keep account of individuals exhibiting a particular trait in each generation. Now, whatever experiments he performed, he made a checkerboard for that. We are going to study further what do we mean by checkerboard. With the help of checkerboard, we can determine that what kind of offsprings will be produced. So this helped him to arrive at the law of inheritance, that how characteristics are transferred from parents to offspring. This is something we have read yesterday, tall into short. It will give TT, that is first generation, linkage of two genes located on same chromosome. Now the question arises, were the tall plants in the F1 generation exactly the same as the tall plants of the parent generation? This is something that needs to be known, because in the parents it was homozygous, that is capital T, and in offspring we are getting capital T small t. So I want this answer from you, whether we can say that the tall plants in F1 generation are exactly same to their parents or different. Now comes second, self-pollination between two tall plants of F1 progeny. If we make a cross between first generation, we will get capital TT into capital TT. Capital T small t cross capital T small t. Then what kind of generation we are getting? So this is the checkerboard in which we are seeing that capital T, capital T, capital T small t, capital T small t, and small t are present. Now I'll be sending a reference video for you, so it will tell you how to draw this checkerboard, so that if any characteristic other than tall or dwarf, we can say any characteristic like green and yellow, round or wrinkle, these type of characteristics come, then you can find on your own by drawing this checkerboard that how many type of dominant characteristics are present and how many type of recessive characteristics are present, and what will be the result of F2 generation. So here we can see that there are 3 tall and 1 short. So we can say the normal ratio is 1:3 or 3:1. But if we look at the purity of these characteristics, we can say 1 is pure tall and 2 are heterozygous and 1 is pure short. So the purest ratio becomes 1:2:1. Now Mendel went for F2 progeny through self-pollination to find the answer of this question, that were the tall plants in the F1 generation exactly the same as the tall plants of the parent generation. He also carried out cross-pollination between two types of we can say characteristics, that is RRYY. R, capital R stands for round and small y stands for green, small r stands for wrinkled, and capital Y stands for yellow. Till now we have considered only one characteristics, that is length of the plant, tall or dwarf, and that's why that experiment was known as monohybrid cross, in which we get only one hybrid, that is capital T small t, and here we are crossing plants with by taking consideration of two characteristics. One is the shape of the seed and second is the color of the seed, right? So here, since two characteristics are taken into consideration, so this type of experiment is known as dihybrid cross. In dihybrid cross, we can see that if I cross the parent seeds, I will get F1 generation RY, that is capital R small y comes from first seed and small r capital Y comes from second seed, and when we cross them we get F1 generation with all the 4 alleles, that is capital R, capital Y, small y. So segregation of two hypothetical genes located on different chromosomes. About segregation we will read on the next topic, because there are two laws related to the Mendel's experiment and one is about segregation. We will read that in detail. Till now just keep in mind that by crossing seeds with two characteristics we are getting one allele of all the four characteristics that were taken into consideration. Now here we can say that formation of four different types of gametes during self-pollination. What I got was capital R, small r, capital Y, small y in the F1 generation, and now I'm self-crossing or a self cross is made between the F1 generation offspring. What we are getting is a variety of things, that is R, Y, capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, means all that is possible is made here. Now how it is made, for that please see the video that I am sending so that you can know how to draw a checkerboard for that. First go through that video and then we will discuss ahead, and I will give you some characteristics so that you can practice the formation of checkerboard, and then we will study the laws of Mendel. So this was all about today. Please go through the video that I am sending. Thank you so much.